Hi, Teaching Tips by Mindy Johnson. This tip has to do with how we receive answers in the classroom. Do we want them to raise their hand or do we want them to just call it out? And teachers, we are actually part of the problem because we may say, all right, raise your hand to tell me this answer. And maybe Samantha tells you the answer and you go, right, and she didn't raise her hand. But then maybe Bobby, who is a little more spirited, not always quiet, not always remembers to follow the rules, he blurts out the answer just like Samantha did. But you say, Bobby, I need you to raise your hand. But didn't you just accept the answer from so-and-so by blurting it out too? Okay, so here's what you need to do. Okay, use your hands, and I'm going to back up so that you can see my hands. When you are talking, and you want them to respond as a class or with blurting it out, just call out the answer, give them the cue. Okay, who can tell me what 4 plus 2 is? There's your clue. You just gave them this clue. That means anybody can answer. If you want them to raise their hand, raise your hand. Who can tell me what 7 minus 2 is? You've told them here to raise their hand. If you do this, don't accept a blurted out answer. You have to be just as disciplined as you want your students to be. You have to stay on top of it, or it will come back to bite you. Teaching Tips by Mindy Johnson.